Well, that meeting with the Prime Minister and the Education Secretary happened just behind me here in Downing Street. It lasted just over half an hour, and it's not the first time that they have been here. The three dads who all lost their daughters to suicide were invited back again as part of their push to get suicide prevention put as a mandatory part of the school curriculum. Now, our cameras were allowed in for just a few minutes at the beginning of that meeting, and the Prime Minister described the three dads as inspiring and courageous, and he thanked them for what they were doing to make a change for other people, and he thanked them for coming back to talk to him again.
This will never be a one-off conversation. This will always be something which is ongoing, where you are, here, and it's really important you're here in Downing Street as well. This is where this centre government is where I work, and for you to be in here working with us. Suicide prevention is a really important thing to do, and I really hope we can take this forward.
And I'm very pleased to say that the three dads join me now. So the big question is, what happened in the meeting?
Well, we had a really positive discussion. The Prime Minister was with us for 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
And of course, as we said, there's a bit of deja vu here because you've been here before.
We have.
Do you feel like this is moving forward now?
We do. I have to mean to say we do feel as though it's moving forward. It's a very positive meeting. As I say, it remains confidential at the moment, but hopefully we'll know a little more very soon.
And Tim, just tell us, what would this mean to you all to actually finally get this over the line?
I think we've just met so many suicide-bereaved parents. All of them have said, why didn't we know that suicide was the biggest killer of under 35s in the UK? And if we can get this over the line, that will address some of those questions for the future, because if we can educate our young people on keeping themselves, their friends safe, that will save lives in the future.
And you genuinely believe that this is the way to go forward, this is the best way to keep our young people safe?
Taught age appropriately and sensitively, it is. Sadly, our young people know about suicide anyway, through their mobile devices. We need to get upstream. We need to equip our young people with the skills they need to keep themselves safe. And these skills they'll carry into adulthood, parenthood as well. And sometimes it's just that chance that may keep a young person alive, and you won't have the awful grief that spread through family and friends afterwards.
The Prime Minister sounded like he was saying all the right things there. He said he was listening. Do you believe that's the case?
Yeah, in the 3.5 years we've been in conversation with the government, the previous government and this government, every time we've come down here we have moved things, or things have moved a little forward, and certainly what we've heard today is certainly another step in the right direction.
Well, I've known you three for a long time. I know you are a very determined bunch, and I know you won't give up. But thank you for talking to us today, and we will of course continue to follow this story.